Hey everybody, my name is Sonja Marie. My website is wordlifeastrology.com. That's wordlifeastrology.com. I write for Essence Magazine and I am Kamal's mama. Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Rundown. I'm so glad that you are here. Prayerfully, you will enjoy the information that's coming through and you will share. It's always good to share. It's nothing off your back to just share a word in which you were touched by or that you might think is full of shit, but you share it anyway. We're like, check this out. Hi, everybody coming on in. Listen, I want to say thank you to the outpouring of love and support and joy and prayers and good, kind words that people put on my page and text me with and call me if they could. Even got on Marco Polo and Marco Polo'd me a few messages. I'm so grateful for you. And for my birthday yesterday, my solar return, it was a wonderful weekend. It was very much I want to say low key, but intentional, low key. But I had the best time ever, and I stayed in the headspace. Yeah, if you want to call it that. I stayed in the headspace in which I reverberated with, in which I deemed to be important for me. It was all about me in the last couple of days in the best way possible and sharing with those that really matter to me. But thank you. Thank you for your love and everything else. Thank you. Yo, I want to let you know also, after these announcements, we'll jump on in, but I'm switching over to YouTube in about a month or two. Definitely after our retreat in September. So please join my page because I don't want you to miss any of this, right? Please join my page as Sonja Marie's Word Life Astrology. Hi, Salima, Sonja Marie's Word Life Astrology. Hi, Katrina. How are the people? Hi, Angie is in here. Tatiana. I love you, sweetie pie. What's up, Robert? Ayame, my nephew, another sweet Cancer in the house. Yaya, I see you this weekend. We got some more celebrating to do. If a girl can get some rest, because I look like I need to go to bed. Listen, this week is really interesting. As every other week that we talk about and I share with you, and let me tell you why. We are in between two eclipses. It was one last week, and there was a new moon. Get your thoughts together, Sonja. It was a new moon eclipse last week, solar eclipse, and a full moon lunar eclipse next week on the 16th. But bust this. With Mercury included, there are 5 planets that are in retrograde. Crazy. Mercury, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Jupiter are all going backwards right now. So the conundrum is the fact that eclipses, as you already know, and I won't bore you with too many details, pushes you off the cliff, makes you change, make you have the urgency to change and get up from one situation, up out of one situation and into another, oftentimes with a quickness, a straight quickness, okay? However, we got all these retrograde planets that are slowing us down, making us realigned, with Mercury in the mix, tripping up on our words, tripping up on what it is that we say to people, having to do things over and over because we are not looking at the mistakes that we make, maybe contractually or just moving too fast and we're not taking our time. That's what Mercury retrograde is really all about. And that's what any planet in retrograde is about. Pulling back, realigning, redirecting, reorganizing. All of these re's that I was just talking about real fast on Instagram is what we need to do. It's just get right back into effect, right? How do you do that when you're trying to change in these eclipses? It feels crazy loco. I said the other day, I've been saying this the last couple of days, I feel like this time of my life that I'm getting dressed up, got my stuff on, I'm smelling good, and I walk out the house and I have nowhere to go. The dressed up part is about you wanting to change, you wanting to show up for the new, you wanting to be available, be ready. right? And then with nowhere to go is all of these reevaluating points that we have to make throughout this retrograde season, making sure that there are people that we want to leave out of our lives, making sure that we are cleaning the shit on the walls, basically, all the wounds and all the pain that's coming up. It's like the universe is like, yo, we need this to be Mr. Clean, like sparkling clean, before we go over into this next section. It's not going to work. After October, it gets to be a little bit more, what's the word? Easier. Like it's not as much tension, wounds and hurt feelings and things flying around as much. And then we go into Pluto and Saturn coming in a straight conjunction at the top of next year, which is going to blow everybody's top. Everybody's head is just going to fly off in the best way possible if you do your work now. If you do your work now, all of this realigning stuff that's happening is almost like a warning. So listen, this is why I say, staying with that analogy, if we need to continue to get dressed, if we need to continue to just be ready, like sit on the couch, legs crossed, just ready to go, waiting for something or somebody to call or an opportunity to come up, then that's what we need to do. Is it okay to go out and get those opportunities? Well, especially with Mercury in retrograde until July 31st. In some parts of the world, it's August 1st. I wouldn't say start anything new. Maybe go back into something that was old, that comes back up, that you want to complete. That's always good. But to start something fresh and new is always a little tricky. But here's what I always say, and if you haven't heard me say it before, I'm going to say it again and 50 million more times. God controls all of this. So if you have to start something new, just make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's. If you have to start something new, make sure that you have other people around you that are checking what's going on, so you have more eyes on the project and the situation and or the money that's being spent, whatever you need to invest time, money, energy, love into. Okay, just double check, triple check yourself. Otherwise, lay back. It's okay, like I said, to get dressed and sit there and kind of feel like you're waiting, but you're not. You know why? And I'm going to tell you why. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. And I've been telling the village this too. Is because we've been preparing. We've been putting in not only work, hard work, bringing up our wounds and that type of work, but we've been laying down ground. You understand? You can only go but so fast. You can only push the river. Well, you can never really push the river, but you can only really push the river, but so much. You dig what I'm saying? Would it seem lazy that you're sitting around waiting? No, it's no such thing as that. Because if you don't believe in yourself and believe in your ancestors and your guides and that little voice that says, you know what, boo-boo, it's time to get up. When you're in certain situations, you've been sitting on your ass a little bit too long, you'll get a little nudge, a little tap on the shoulder. Best believe that. But this is the moment in time in which we all can take a chill in retro moment. Watch the newness come in, because it's gonna happen. With or without your consent, it is absolutely going to happen. Now, I want you to see the shifts, especially with Mercury. Why is Mercury such a big deal oftentimes? Well, Mercury is closest to our planet. Mercury goes retrograde typically 3 times a year, 3 to 4 times a year. And because it's closer to our planet, the Earth, it basically affects our personal life, right? Again, communication, travel, cars, electronics, computers, all of these things that kind of throw off our vision and our I don't want to keep reusing words, but our vision and our connection to certain things. Thank you, God. That's the word. Our connection to certain things that are personal, right? It gets a little off during Mercury retrograde. Why is that so important? Because people are led by that. They are led by what they say. They are led by what they're thinking. So in this moment in time, you have to pay attention to the energy that Mercury is in and when it shifts. So dig this. Mercury is in Leo right now. That's why all of these little accidents and verbal mishaps seem aggressive as hell. Seem very, very Leotine, right? Courageous and willful, aggressive, even creative. You dig what I'm saying? Pushing to the hilt to say something and do something, whatever needs to be said and done with the time and the money and the energy that you have. But then it goes back into Cancer on the 19th, and you will find that right about that time and for the next week or so, the Mercury retrograde incidents will seem more emotional. Now people are hurting on your feelings. Now people are stepping on your neck. Now people want to slice open your heart. Now you have exes coming back around about that time saying, you know, baby, I got you like that. I've always had you like that. I just was trying to get myself together. I'm just saying, if it didn't work before, if it didn't feel good before, what makes you think? Now listen, people change. I'm just saying, I don't want to give everybody a bad rap. People do change, but at the end of the day, we've been going through things. This ain't the first time around in the rodeo, as they say. Do they say that? We've been changing. We've been growing. So dude or chick, whoever they may be, can't come back and try to slide in your DMs when Mercury goes retrograde and it turns into Cancer around the 19th, even before that. Because you know what? That Leo ego will say, I'm better for it. You need me? Come on now. I'm coming back in your life because you want this. And then when it goes in that Cancer, it's like, now here comes the crocodile tears. Are they, true with it? Sure. But reevaluate it according to where you want to go. You know what your dreams are made of. You know what keeps you up at night. You know you damn well tired of being in the same position that you want to be in. Using that analogy, that's why you get dressed and stay in the game all day, every day. That's why you're ready to go and smelling good when it's time. So stay in that position. Even if what's around you looks old and dismal and played the fuck out, like just stay in that space and know that your rewards are coming. You have to know. You got to trust in God. You got to trust in your damn self. Y'all get that? I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and a glorious, glorious week. I'm 49, y'all. Hitting it hard and loving in the way that I actually intended most of my life. But it will be revealed on the outside of me and you when the time is right. Trust God. Know that to be true, all right? Y'all take care. Bye.